everyone, I am Tara and I would like to welcome you all back to my channel. It's Spirit Mother. I want to talk today about what I feel the true meaning of Christmas is. Okay. We all grew up with Christmas. Okay. Whether it's not celebrated as Christmas everywhere. Like different religions have different ways of celebrating the holiday season, and some don't celebrate. Okay, so I guess what I want to talk about is we listen to Christmas music with the words, and they say about how wonderful time of year it is and what have you. Okay, if it is what it says it is, okay, and it's the birth, a celebration, then why are people so depressed? Why are people running over each other with carts, grabbing things out of each other's hand, going like mad people looking for gifts? Because it's commercialized. But we already know that, okay? But how deep do we really know it? And do we pay attention to how we're feeling? Because we're all stressed at this time of year. I know I've been struggling this year with Christmas, the same as last year. I was struggling with it. It doesn't seem like it because there's just so much going on right now. I went to the store the other day, and I was standing there in the lineup waiting, and like I was looking around, and not one person looked happy. Not one person had a smile on their face. It was like they were just there. So I want, and you are already, a lot of you already know this, that Christmas is so hyped up that it's all about the money and the gifts now. And it was never supposed to be. There's many stories to Christmas and what happened. Okay, the manger, what have you. There's different that says of when Jesus was really born and what have you. So there's a bunch of back and forth, and everybody's fighting over saying, well, I'm right and you're wrong. I'm right and you're wrong. And you celebrate this and you celebrate that. And we all actually need to come together and just celebrate life. No special date, because every day is a celebration of life. We're here. So, sort of seems like I'm getting off on different aspects, but I want to look at the movie How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Okay, because some of our kids are afraid, and we tell them, like, you know, the Grinch will come and take your presents. So we're sort of trying to bribe our kids, and we're making the Grinch look like the Grinch was a bad person, like they did on the movie. Which the Grinch was trying to understand why. Why all the gifts? Why all the presents? Like, why? Because when you look at the moral of the Grinch, he was actually saying, and with Betty Lou, it was like, you know, we've all lost the real meaning of Christmas, and it's to be together, to come together. as family. Sit down to a nice dinner. Celebrate the life of you. I know that it's been more of the past 2 years, like at least back in 2019, because I had done a video before and I was saying, like, we don't need all these gifts. And it, like, people that don't have family, they're depressed, they're stressed, they're not getting gifts, they don't have the money to get their kids gifts or anything like that. And then when these other kids see other kids with all this stuff, I have to ask myself why. I done something really foolish this year. It ain't gonna happen again. And it wasn't because I was trying to buy someone's love or anything like that. I still do not know why. I can't take back. But I hope that there's a good moral to it and that it doesn't get abused. Because I'll tell you, I helped to buy a game system. And it's like, I don't like electronics. I don't like seeing our kids, our children, and that sitting in front of a game machine. That's not life. And we're like, if we sit back and we look, because I really need to sit back and look, but I did, and now it's a matter of letting go and knowing that it ain't going to happen again. Because sometimes we don't think straight. We go so bonkers doing all this stuff and draining our pocketbooks and going into debt. And like, Christmas is not fun anymore because it's just about like buying, and then you sit around and everybody just wants to like rip out the paper, and a lot of people don't care. They don't need the stuff. It's to me, it's manipulation. I'd rather have something made for me. Like somebody takes a picture and they just print it off. Something that actually comes from your creation, your creativity. Could be a poem, could be anything. And if people don't accept that, then you got to really think about it. Because that's material things. People get things that they don't need, and that's what the Grinch was saying. Like, he was telling them, like, you get all these gifts, and the majority of them, they never get used. They get thrown in a closet or they get taken back. I know that, like, stores now, especially like clothing stores, you go into these clothing stores and you buy something for someone, okay? And they get it, and sometimes it's like too small, too big, or they just don't like it. But the catch is, and it's like taking your money and saying, no, you're not getting your money back. You're going to buy something from our store, whether there's anything here you like or not. Okay? A lot of you know about these clothing stores. You go in and you have 7 days for an exchange. You don't get your money back. You have this amount of time to go in for an exchange. I know, because I worked in retail. I worked in a retail store just like that. Like you bought something for someone, and it would happen. Like the person would come in because it didn't fit or they didn't like it, and there was nothing else there that they wanted, but they couldn't get the money back. So you're being forced to get something from there, even if there's nothing there that you want. So it's a waste of your money. It's a waste of the person's money. But these stores, they don't care, and they know that they have you trapped. It's all about the giving them money. And it's manipulation, it's brainwashing. Oh, you got to have this for this person. You got to have jewelry is a big one. You got to have jewelry. I'm good with my crystals and my little copper bracelet here and my fake bracelet here and my thrift store earrings here. I did get this, but I got it for free. I paid the shipping. I was asked this year what I wanted for Christmas. It's like, well, I don't want anything. There's nothing I need. So it's like, well, I don't care. And then I thought, well, okay, I collect angel figurines. So I told the person, okay, well, just buy me an angel figurine to add to my collection. And a frame, a cheap frame from the dollar store, so that I can put my pictures in it that I take. I actually have 2 in a frame right now. They're very nice. And in these frames, it makes it look better. So to me, that was a gift for that. I bought these frames myself, but it was a gift for me. And for someone else to buy me a frame, then it's a gift for me that I can use my own picture. And it can be a dollar store frame. And that's what I told them. Well, and they're like, well, what else do you want? It's like just give me stuff at the dollar store. I don't care. Like, just whatever. Like, there's nothing I need. So they start writing down hammer, measuring tape. So I was like, yep, works for me. I need a hammer to hammer in the nails to hang up my pictures. So it's just small gestures, not big gestures. And I really liked the moral to how the Grinch stole Christmas, because the Grinch actually didn't steal Christmas, because Christmas can't be stolen. Presents can, but Christmas can't be stolen, because it's here. It's not a gift you get. It's not a gift you give. The best gift is you, your heart, your company, your love, your understanding, your compassion. That's the best Christmas gift to give someone, to help someone. And when the Grinch took all the presents, it was pointing out to people that it's not all about the crap. And when he heard them singing, because the people end up realizing that the Grinch and the little girl were right. We all lost the real spiritual meaning behind it. Do you know if Jesus really got gifts? I've heard different stories. Latest story I heard was that when Jesus was born, he was put in a basket and he was floated down the Nile River to save his life. Okay, some say it was a manger. But wouldn't the baby have frozen if it was wintertime? But I guess depending on where he was. So unless you were there, we don't truly know the truth. But as I described in other videos, we're all different. It's like timelines and dimensions and realms and what have you. And what happens here happens there. And it's just different. I know. And it was really, really freaky. I've had a few dreams, oddly, and I'm a grown-up. I had dreams of Santa Claus. Okay? Yeah, I got people laughing. Dreams of Santa Claus, okay? And he'd be flying through the air. And this one night, I had a dream. It was like I was out in the woods, and I heard a noise, and I looked up, and there was a man in a sleigh. And if you look at that light back there, that's kind of swirling, it's got pink, it's got purple, blue, and green in it. Well, when I looked up at the sky, it was like a portal with a lot of blue and purple, maybe a bit of green, but it was more blue and purple. And it was swirling, and then all of a sudden, this sleigh went up in it. So, who are we really to say that Santa don't exist? Because it's all in your imagination. And people say, oh, lady, you're really out to lunch. Oh, people? No, I'm not. We take and we lose our imaginations. It's our innocence are taken from us. Magic is real. You want to laugh at me? Fine, go for it. I believe in magic. And I believe that love is the biggest magic. Okay, and that's the true moral of what was being told to us. It's the love. It's like, take all gifts and put it aside. Do you really have to have a gift? Should we be teaching our children that it's like, gimme, 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 I want, I want, I want? They get up on Santa's lap, they get a big list. Because they want. But do you need it? And Christmas, the true meaning of Christmas, you don't have to celebrate it for one day. Some of us do it in different ways, as I said. But then we're poking at each other and saying, oh, well, that's not right. Or they're taking it out of this place and taking it out of that place, or what have you. Why not have all of the holiday traditions brought together and displayed together? Because it's about family. and we're all family. It took me a while to do my decorating, and I realized that, like, okay, I'm doing it for the kids, but I was also doing it for my inner child. Because growing up, I always loved Christmas. It wasn't about the getting the gifts and what have you, because we would get up when we were younger and we'd go out and we'd open our stocking. We'd have a look, and then later we'd go in and we'd wake up our mom and dad. It was always a tradition. Wake up our mom and dad. Our mom would say, well, like, got to make a coffee. So she'd make her morning coffee, and we'd all get sitting around the tree, and my mom would hand out the gifts. And the way my mom would decorate, it was like a winter wonderland Santa world. A magical place. And with all the retail and the advertising and the just drilling it in your head, oh, you got to get this for the person for Christmas, you got to do that, you got to do this. Like, it took the magic right out of it. And that's why a lot of people are saying it don't feel like Christmas. Because the magic was taken away by the retail. We all lost the true meaning to it. And that's why, like, you see people walking around and they don't look happy. And songs that you hear about Christmas, like people being lonely. We're doing that to one another. And we shouldn't be. The little girl, Cindy Lou, she was right. Nobody should be alone for Christmas, but there's so many people who are, because they want no part of the greed. They want no part of this or that. And I have a friend, and she just don't want Christmas. And I didn't want it. I mean, to decorate, I asked my mom. My mom is passed on, but I'm with her in spirit always. And I asked my mom, like, Mom, like, be with me, work with me, help me get this done, do my creation, be creative. And I did it for the kids, but for my inner child, so that I could remember about the family aspect of it. You see them, and it's like, gimme, unwrap. Oh, chuck it aside. What's next? Gimme, unwrap it. Chuck it aside. What's next? And that's a big thing. And a lot of people are also downsizing for Christmas this year because they can't afford it. But we need to be teaching the true meaning of what the Grinch was saying. Not having our kids be afraid that the Grinch is going to come in and take the presents, or say, if you're not good, Santa's not going to come, or Santa's going to leave a lump of coal in your stocking. Well, when I seen that portal, like in my vision dream, and I seen that portal, the next day I went for a walk. And does everybody remember that they used to say Santa put coal in your stocking? Well, the aspect of the coal in the stocking was Santa was giving you heat for that day, because coal was heat. Tishkiri to the ale, because the very anamixle, skiriata, to Grium the Criata Puriata, Puriata Leshklanonia. So that's my little ditty on how I feel about Christmas, because I know there's been some time. There one year I was gone to Alberta and I wasn't home for Christmas. So when I come home, what we ended up doing was having what I called Creaster, because I had Christmas and Easter at the same time. I had Christmas downstairs and Easter upstairs. So it was Creaster. Okay. So it doesn't have, like, Christmas has no meaning anymore because we're getting things all year round. When we were kids, we got stuff on special occasions. We got a little new outfit for the first day of school. Then Christmas time, we got a few things. And then at Easter, you'd get a few chocolates and you'd get like a skipping rope or a pair of sneakers and a short size. It's like something that you really needed, or something you could play with outside. After we got sold, we didn't get anything for our birthdays, which, why do we have to? Buy yourself something. It's your birthday. People don't have to get it for you. But I'm saying that we need to celebrate life, not all these other things, but use your imagination. Keep your imagination alive. The spirit. Mikuturia askria ikulemana kriyata talene toki. Pikituriski mishulana askrio tole epriata elia. Kituiskira ana. Mikoela leshlia ekuriala tateno kriadain. Pikitune askre tu isklai askre. Mikuture askrio totaya mututia edutui. What I'm saying is, hug your family for Christmas. Love your family. And just see that the togetherness is what the true meaning of Christmas is. So don't scare your kids and say, well, if you're not good, Santa's not going to come, because that's bribery. But we all know that. It's fear tactics. But we shouldn't have to say that to our kids. And we shouldn't have to use the aspect, oh, well, the Grinch will come take your presents, because the Grinch actually had the moral right. We need to bring back the true magic, the imagination. Find a little whistle. I was going to say find a skipping rope. Make a sled. Go find an old car, take the hood of the car off, and go for a nice little ride. I know we're not supposed to be getting snow this year for Christmas where I'm at, but, you never know. So that's my thoughts on the true meaning of Christmas. And I'm going to stay true to it. I did decorate, yes, because I like the lights. The lights is a universal thing. It shows the universe. Because the stars, they're actually colorful, just like those bulbs. And there are portals, just like those. Because Pikitudina ang pitikaroaskara. Tulishkele mutukriapariatate. Grateful. Be thankful. Be warm inside like the Grinch's heart grew because he really found out what the true meaning of Christmas was and what he was trying to tell everyone. Piskiriatore shkalamadakaratate. Piskiriatore, tiskira amerikatote, e pushkalamanikiratore escretate and a petita. Pigreda mikitui escretate, Pikitore eskala and that they skituturi to paticate. Pikimamakrian, Mishkule, Turiapata ene, e Puskirata escreatoria, screatoria, Ukurimata esi, su putatarian tatayatui. Free your mind, let your imagination. Be a kid again. And go with your heart. Because the heart is the love. And like I said, that's the truest magic. I love you, my dear family. Sending you all much love, light, many blessings, and most importantly, very good health to anyone and everyone wanting and willing to receive it. And always be big, bold, and brave. And most importantly, be yourself.